Yes, I'm from Chatterton. It's my 68th different park run. Remember, the 5th of November. Tip top trippers, that's right guys, it's the 5th of November. Welcome to this Saturday Smiles Whilst Running Those Miles, Season 3, Episode 4, where today I'll be talking about what do you really want from races. Tell me what you want, what you really want. So tell me what you want, what you really want. So tell me what you want, what you really want. I wanna zigga. Well, actually, you really want to run. So that's going to be one of the topics I'll be talking today. Amongst other things, what's been happening with your week this week? Leave it in the comments below. Today, Saturday, the 5th of November, things are going to go off with a bang because it's bonfire night tonight. Yes, here in the UK, bonfire night. Are you doing anything special? Maybe, maybe not. But anyway, I'm going off to Parkrun, Halifax Parkrun to be specific. So I need to get moving because I'm already behind schedule. Good morning. Yes, I've now arrived at the Halifax Parkrun. A bit of parkrun tourism for me. I haven't ran this before, but for those observant amongst you who've been following me for many years, yes, I have been here for about, it's over 6 years now, will know that I have volunteered here once before. And it was quite a... how can we say, a wet and windy day, which it is again today, but not as wet and not as windy. So for those as part of the Halifax Tourism Board, no, I am not here. I don't bring the rain here, and the sun does often shine here. That's what I wanted to say, yes. So it's like lots of parts of Yorkshire as well in terms of the terrain here. It's very hilly. This parkrun is a 3-loop course, and it is multi-hilly, multi-whatever. But I know a lot of you guys want to know, what are you looking for in running events? Yeah, let's get on to that topic. You may recall a few days ago, I asked on the community page, what are you looking for from running events? And I'll look at the results. There's 75 of you have voted. So thank you so much for voting. If you haven't voted, please get on that community page and put your vote, because every vote counts. Yes, I know. So looking at the results, it would seem... So I put some options in there and you could have added more options. You can add some more comments on this as well. And the reason why I'm asking this is, having ran the Bradford City half last weekend, there was a number of comments and also people observing and things and whatever. And I sort of thought, well, what are you actually looking for in an event? Because I quite enjoyed it. Yes, it was a tough course, tough terrain. There wasn't many supporters. Yeah, if any. The volunteers were great. The organisation was great. There was a nice metal medal. There was a bib and all that type of stuff. There was no goodie bag as such. So I put these questions in there. What are you looking for? Because some people said, oh, I wouldn't really want to run that event, which is fine. And some people want to run different events. So I put a number of categories in there. I asked, are you looking for value for money? Or are you looking for a nice medal, t-shirts, goodie bag, you know, all those types of goodies? Do you want the course to be flat, or do you want it to be challenging, scenic, so to do with the actual course itself? Crowds, you know, do you want supporters there? Do you want big crowds? And last but not least, I added in, because I can only have so many options, competitions with your peers. Do you want to race other people who are of your category and so on, yeah, of your peer? And of those 75 votes, the overwhelming top 2 was having a nice medal, t-shirt, goodie bag, and the actual course. Value for money came in third, but not far behind was the big crowds and the competition with peers. So the big crowds and competition came in their final positions with 11% of the vote. So that was about, I would say, 8 of you voted on those. And value for money, 17%, which means there would have been about 10 of you. Yeah, I'm working out these, you know, I'm good at the old arithmetic. And the medal and course both of them were bang on 31%. So I'd put about 20 of you voted for that, or a little over 20. So please do vote more. Add up some more comments in here. What are you looking for? Because there's rhyme and reason why I'm asking for this. Yeah, there are many reasons why I'm asking this, and to be honest, I'm not paid by anyone for this. I'm just doing this because I love running, and I'd love to hear people's feedback and help people share the joy of running. But there's a number of things where it's indicating that things aren't, and people can use various reasons, excuses or whatever, and people tend to point, oh, it's because of COVID or what happened in lockdowns and so on and so forth. But I know an awful lot of people who've taken up running during lockdown and courses. So when people say, oh, it's because of that, it's gone down, I think, you know, there's a number of events now for 2023 are already cancelling. Yeah. There was one famous half marathon on the south coast that's cancelled, and the reason for it cancelling next year is not enough participants and increasing costs. So to me, having ran businesses, being a businessman, I look at it, so what's the product got to offer? So that's why I ask those questions. What are you looking for in an event? Because at the end of the day, an event is a product. Parkrun is a product. You know, what are people looking for? The beauty of Parkrun is it's free. There's wonderful volunteers like you and me who volunteer at these events that make these happen. Without the volunteers, these would not happen. And also without the agreement of the councils, the landowners and so on, these would not happen. And I don't know if the council and landowners charge for that, but when it comes to events like we had at the Bradford City Run, and I've volunteered at the Oxford City Half Marathon, big city event, you know, one of the biggest in the UK, and I've seen firsthand what goes into making those events happen and be successful. And an awful lot of work, preparation, planning, road closures, police, medical attention, all that type of stuff needs to be paid for. So how much are we prepared to pay for these types of events? Next week, or in a couple of weeks' time, you would have seen that the Droitwich Half Marathon got postponed because it was flooded. It's going to re-happen again in a couple of weeks' time. That course is organised by Droitwich Athletics Club. And I've done the Turkey Trot Half Marathon, which is organised by the Keyworth Scout Group. So they raise money for that. I don't know if it's the Keyworth Scout Group who organise it or whether it's a local running club. But you get the local run clubs turning up. Massive turnout. Great event. Everybody has a good time. Lots of prizes, turkeys and so on and so forth. So what are you looking for? If people have got the product that they're looking for, they're going to go and pay for that and go for it. So value for money comes in. Again, this is just my opinion that I'm airing, and I'd love to hear your viewpoints. But if, let's call a spade, if the product's not good enough, people ain't going to buy the product, are they? Yeah, I know it sounds a bit harsh, but if the product ain't good enough, people ain't going to buy it. So are there less runners now? Are less people running now? Has the boom gone? When I joined running 2015-16, oh, it's 7 years ago now. 7 years ago this summer just gone. That's when I started running. I believe that was one of the boom times, peak times. It may have carried on peaking and sort of plateaued at the top for a couple of years. But I think from around 2017, 2018, the numbers have probably been in decline, I think. I don't know. I've not done the research for that. I'd love to know if someone wants to pay me to do the research. I'd love to do a research on that. Let me know, because I think when a good indication as well is the amount of people who enter the ballot for the London Marathon. And I am aware that a lot of people enter the ballot who don't run. Yeah, and will take up running if they get a ballot place. That's fantastic. If that's what people want to do, that's brilliant. But a number of years ago, there was over 457,000 entered the ballot. I think it's 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, entered the ballot. The one just gone, where there was the results the other week, 410,000. So that's about a 10% drop in people just entering the ballot. Not people who run, who want to run it and so on and so forth, but that was a big drop. Now, again, people can cite all sorts of reasons, excuses. I just believe there's less people running, which is a shame, really, because I'm here to try and help people encourage to run and enjoy running. Are people not enjoying running? Are people going out there? Is it a bit of a grind? Is it hard work? Is it tough? Is it too tough? Because there's different levels of running and what we can do. Like with the parkrun, people do parkrun for all sorts of different reasons. Some people, whilst it's not a race, some people do come to a parkrun to compete. So I've seen sort of friends, family turn up and they race each other, which is great, yeah? And then there's others who turn up for the community, for the chat, the talk, and have a nice, easy run round. And it's a great way to start the weekend, which is fantastic. So everybody uses it for different reasons. And it might be the same with events. Some people use the events as a social thing. Some people want the goodie bag. Some people want to collect medals. Some people want nice t-shirts, all different types of things. So I'd love to hear from you guys. As I say, maybe we could kick off a proper research, maybe with Sport England or England Athletics, and do some research, proper research of what's going on, because there's clearly something going on. Maybe my reach on my YouTubes, because I really do genuinely believe, whilst I'm an amateur here, I'm not as professional as some of the other guys here on YouTube who've got great production teams and so on and so forth. For me, it's just me, you, me. Right now I'm pointing at a GoPro camera. That's it. I'll take this home, do a bit of editing on my laptop, and away we go. Nice and simple, no fancy technical stuff. But is the product in decline here in the UK? I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world. My guess it's relatively similar. There's always a hardcore of people who take part in events, always, I believe, and those people will run for years and years and years, forever, amen, which is fantastic. But how are we going to attract new people, bring people in, and keep them running? Because I do know, certainly from my social media accounts I've been following, there's a lot of people, the accounts where they've been following me and so on, they're not running anymore. Yeah, I can guarantee you that. Yeah, you can do your own research if you want. But with the amount that I had when I started on the Instagram 7 years ago, I was one of the trailblazers. In fact, there was one guy who's a mega influencer, six-figure, maybe in the millions of followers now. We both had about 300 followers at the same time 7 years ago, and he went on to do all sorts of stuff, traveling around the world. Fantastic. And I'm still here enjoying me running. And yeah, it's fantastic, but we're all different. We all do things for different reasons, don't we? So enough of me gibbering on, chattering on and whatever. I'd love to hear in the comments below. Let's go and do this park run. I'll need to get changed and get into my run gear, because it's a bit I think the rain seems to have abated a bit, so and I think there's lots of people in their car, so they're going to go over to the start sort of last minute. So let's head over there now. Having been used to van life, I'm kindly being borrowed this car by one of my friends. So I don't know how you guys cope with changing in a regular car, because I'm finding this quite difficult. I'm used to van life, changing in a van, stretching my legs out, but this is quite a challenge, hey? The challenges of travelling around in a car and getting changed for running, eh? It's quite fascinating here as I get out my car. There's literally, everybody's just stepped out of their cars and heading over to the start of the parkrun. I like that sign from Calderdale Council, which is a local council here. So parkrun at Troggs Park. Yes, and here's that famous hill, which we have to do this hill 3 times. Yes, it's a 3-loop course. And today is an easy run for me. Recovery run, I think it's called, after yesterday's session. And I've got an endurance run tomorrow. Yes, I am well into my 10k training now, so can't wait for this to get going. Sorry, I got it wrong. It's 4 times up this hill, and it's called Harrison's Hill. Here we go. Finishers like 1, 2 and 3. Right, I've just got here, and it sounds like a really lively bunch here, so I'm going to get into the thick of it and get ready to go. So here we are at the start. As you can see here, start, yes. So start means we're going to start there.
Welcome to Halifax Parkrun in Strava. It's really nice to have you all here. I know we have some first timers. Hands up for first timers, please, guys.
That's me.
We had a great response to our shout out for this week. Our roster continues to look a little bit bleak. I know it's cold and I know it's raining, but please, please, please come down and join us. It is worth it. It's fabulous. You get to wear one of these fabulous bibs and be part of an amazing thing. You get to speak Halifax Parkrun done. So please, if you want to volunteer, come and grab me at the end and we'll stick your name down. Or drop us a line. Okay, I think that's probably it. Let's get this going. Players, are we ready?
On your marks.
3, 2, 1, go!
Here we go, go, go! Well, not quite go, 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 but you know, get started and have a nice, as I was saying earlier, nice easy run today. Thank you, Marshall. Hey, that's competition for the most loud volunteer on course. You will recall that we have a very boisterous chap over at Worcester Pitchcroft, so maybe he's got competition. What do you think, eh? So first time up Harrison's Hill. Here we go. So it's, the sign says 4 times. Oh, feels good. Quite a tidy loop. Haven't quite done one loop yet, but let's keep moving. Well, as you know, I'm a parkrun tourist here. This is my first time, but would you believe I'm here with Tom, and it's his first time as well.
Yes, I'm from Chatterton. It's my 68th different parkrun today, and I'm really pleased to do it. It's an amazing course, this one.
It's quite a challenging one, isn't it, Tom? You know,
absolutely, yeah.
These hills turns will come into a switchback here.
Yeah, no, it's great. I've come with my wife, and just walking around the course somewhere, so
excellent.
Go for a coffee after.
Well, enjoy the run.
Thank you.
Let's do this little turn around. We'll handle this turn here. Turning point. Thank you, marshals.
Thank you.
And here we go. Right, coming up to Harrison's Hill for a second time, and having a good chat here with Tom. Yeah, and reminiscent times. But he's telling me that you might recall that when I went to the Gdansk Half Marathon a few years back, that I took part in the parkrun of Zabek. And this man here,
Zamek means castle.
Yes.
So
we were at the
castle.
Malbook,
so it really should be an M, that.
Yeah, everybody says that, but it's Zabek. Oh, Zamek. My laces have come undone.
Zamek.
So I'm going to have to pull over. But you've done how many Polish parkruns?
I've done 10 different ones, probably about 15.
Fantastic.
Altogether.
Right. I'm going to have to pause and do my laces.
Come on, I'll stop with you.
Right. Thank you, volunteers. Right, I'm going to pull over. Right, I need to pull over, do me. You got that, guys? Willy wobble. How'd it go?
Willy wobbly.
Willy wobble, willy wobble, jelly on a plate. There you go. Must be a traditional Yorkshire
Halifax
song, I think. Halifax song. There you go. See, Tom's keep me updated on the local Yorkshire colloquialism, and there you go. Remember that, guys. Willy wobble, jelly on a plate. Got that? To my American friends, do you have jelly? I'm sure you have jelly in America.
Jam,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. Ah, yes, jam. See, again, Tom's coming in with my translations. Thank you, Marshall. So Tom was reminding me we have one more, so we're up Harrison's Hill now for the 3rd time, and I just said we could just finish. I mean, it's coming up to 20 minutes. That's a sub 20 minute parkrun. That's respectable, isn't it? But no, that would be cheating. So we're going to go around the loop one more time. Right, we're coming into the finish line. The one last sprint. You can almost hear Usain Bolt on our tails here. We're going, here we are. Hey. Thank you.
49, well done.
Thank you. Whew. Did you hear that? Number 49. How are you feeling, Tom?
Fine, absolutely.
Fantastic chatting with you. Right, I better pause me Garmin, eh? You know, get the old tech going. Whew. So, gotta wait for me barcode to appear. And I'm back at the house. That was a very quick change, wasn't it? As fate would have it, is the battery went flat and I forgot to bring my spare battery with me. But hey, we're all done. What a fantastic parkrun that was. Absolutely loved it. Thank you everybody at Halifax Parkrun, all the volunteers, and a wonderful chat with you, Tom. Yes, all the way around those 4 loops on Harrison Hill. Fantastic, loved it. Had my little pit stop at the house, the Church of the Runners, as we often call it. Really enjoy that. So hopefully it's given you food for thought, having a think of what are you looking for on a race day, event, all that type of stuff. Leave it in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you later in the week where I'll be doing a little special one-off London Marathon Edition Special. Yeah, I know. Some of you may know about it. I've spoken to you sort of face to face about it, but I've not broadcast it on the social media or tubes, so something for you to look forward to. And I'm very much looking forward to sharing the rest of the week training as I continue my 10k training to that race, gunning for glory in December for 10k England Marathon Masters place. So be sure, stay safe, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye bye bye.